Okay, man cake. Don't panic. You're breakfast food, and it's dinner time. You're safe. Huh? What the?
Aren't you a tasty-looking morsel?
Quiet. Boo.
Now tell me, Kratos, why did we not chase him down? He wasn't that fast, for food that is.
I'm not hungry.
Well, I sure am. I haven't eaten in 109 winters.
You don't have a body, Mimir.
It doesn't mean I can't enjoy the taste on my tongue.
To eat without the need for sustenance, that would be a waste.
You know, you really need to start trying to enjoy the little things in life. I mean, look at me. I'm just ahead, and yet I'm cheerier than you. Where are we anyway? This doesn't look like Midgard.
You mean you don't know?
There are a few gaps in my knowledge, I admit.
Clearly.
Geez, you're in a bad mood today. Should we keep going?
Yes, we press on.
Not like I have much of a choice here. You know, we've been traveling together for so long, and yet you never told me your story.
I thought you already knew who I was, what I was.
I've heard legends, but not straight from the source, so spill the beans.
I am not a minstrel.
Yeah, you don't look the type, but come on, you and I are the only company we've got. After the boy, you know.
Not another word.
Oh, sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better.
Kratos would not tell his story to Mimir, for the memory was far too painful to recall. While many know of his vengeful pact with Ares, few are keen on the details of Kratos' rise and fall. This is the legend of the god of war.
The gods of Olympus have abandoned me. Now there is no hope.
And so Kratos cast himself from the highest mountain in all the land. After 10 years of torment, 10 years of countless nightmares, it would finally be over. Death would be his escape from pain. But it had not always been this way. Kratos' story truly began 1 decade earlier. Captain in the Spartan army, Kratos was young but bold. His men adored him and were willing to follow him to Hades and back. Battle after battle, they cut their enemies down one by one. That is, until the barbarians attacked. Numbering in the thousands, they descended upon the Spartans without mercy. The battle lasted for hours, and Kratos fought them off best he could. But no one man, not even he, could withstand such an onslaught. His army was decimated, and Kratos was left alone. Despite this, he remained valiant in his efforts. He engaged the barbarian leader in single combat and lost. But for Kratos, victory was worth everything, including his very soul.
Ares! Give me the power to destroy my foes, and my life is yours.
That call for help would come to haunt Kratos for the rest of his life. For Ares, son of Zeus and god of war, descended from the heavens to answer it.
You wish to serve me, mortal?
That's correct. If you grant me the strength I need, then my life is yours, Ares.
I see potential in you. Yes, you will be the ghost of Sparta, my servant, my champion.
From this day on, I only live to carry forth your will.
Very well. I bestow upon you the blades of chaos. Let them burn into your flesh and serve as a constant reminder of our pact. In return, they will give you ultimate power. Now, use it.
Yes, my lord.
The rage of Ares exploded within Kratos. He finally had all the power he could ever dream of. All those who opposed him and Ares would die. But soon he would learn that this power came with an even greater cost. His humanity was robbed from him and replaced with only the propensity for death and destruction. No one was safe from Kratos, all in the name of his master. After weeks of conquest, Kratos leads his men to a nearby village and orders it burnt to the ground. For the villagers had been worshipping Athena, goddess of wisdom, an affront to his lord Ares. In a fit of rage, Kratos slaughtered the innocent villagers indiscriminately until he came upon the site of worship, a temple, and stopped. All his instincts told him that this temple was off limits, forbidden, that he should not step inside. But his ambition would not be denied. He entered and blindly killed the temple keepers, not realizing the horrifying truth until it was far too late. In that instant, the glory he had reveled in turned to horror. He had spilled the blood of his own family, a cruel trick orchestrated by the god of war.
My family. How? They were left in Sparta.
You are becoming everything I wanted you to be. Now, with the death of your family, you will become even stronger. You will become death itself.
As the flames consumed the temple, Kratos now realized that his true enemy was the god who had saved his life. As one final insult, Kratos' skin was cursed with bearing the ashes of the family he had slain. All would know him for the beast he had become. That day, he swore vengeance on Ares, embarking on a quest thought all but impossible. After all, how could a mere mortal kill a god? After many hardships, many trials, and having overcome death itself, Kratos managed to track down Pandora's box, which is now in the clutches of Ares. Luckily, the god of war was distracted with gloating over his success.
Zeus, do you see now what your son can do? You favor Athena, but now her city lies in ruins. Even Pandora's box is mine. Would you have me use it against Olympus itself?
After thousands of years, Pandora's box was finally opened, and the power of the gods flowed through Kratos.
Ares! Kratos, you are still just a mortal, just as weak as the day you begged me to save your life.
Ares, I am not the same man you found that day. The monster you created has returned to kill you.
You've no idea what a monster really is, Kratos. Your final lesson is at hand. Prepare to join your family, Spartan.
Huh!
You cannot defeat me, Spartan. Pathetic. I will show you true power. Is that the best you can do?
You will pay for what you've done. I will have vengeance.
You should have joined me, Kratos. You should have been stronger.
By the gods.
The battle was not over, for the gods had a final gift for Kratos.
What is this?
Now, you will see how strong I am, Ares.
Remember, Kratos, it was I who saved you. That night, I was trying to make you into the perfect warrior.
You succeeded.
Kratos had done the impossible. Ares was no more, and Kratos' quest for vengeance was finally at an end, though his suffering was not. Despite all he had done, Athena, his guide in this quest, could not rid him of his memories or his nightmares. The torment would remain. Knowing the visions of his past would never leave him, in his mind he had no other choice.
The gods of Olympus have abandoned me. Now there is no hope.
And so, Kratos cast himself from the highest mountain in all the land. After 10 years of torment, 10 years of countless nightmares, it would finally be over. Death would be his escape from pain. The fate of Kratos was not as it seemed, for the gods had other plans.
What is this?
You will not die this day, Kratos. Ares had to be stopped, and now there is an empty throne in Olympus. Yours. Kratos accepted, and from that point on, throughout the rest of time, whenever men rode forth into battle for good or for evil, they did so under the watchful eye of the man who had defeated a god, Kratos, the new god of war.
Finally, we're out of the woods. Say, would you mind turning around? I've had enough of the sight of trees. What is it? Let me see.
Whatever it is, it does not concern us. Come.
Fine, fine. I'm going to pry your story out of you someday, though, Kratos.
You will try.